What it is, what it do, what it is, lads and ladettes. Hope you can forgive me for my absence over the last 2 days. Got really, really busy on the personal end, but everything is good. I'm back. And I want to talk to y'all about a really great story, a possible funny story, and depending on who you ask, a very disappointing story. There's more after that, but let's get into it. First of all, Animal Crossing has been appearing to be selling, not even appearing, has been selling hand over fist, copies upon copies, stacks on stacks on stacks for Nintendo. And honestly, I ain't even mad at them because I knew that even though I'm not an Animal Crossing fan, that game is gonna sell gangbusters. And well, coming from GameIndustry.biz, Animal Crossing New Horizons sold an estimated 5 million digital units in March. Yeah, I guess this was the perfect COVID-19 game because everybody is at home playing the game where you are outside and you're having fun. And if that's going to help you use your imagination to keep you peace of mind and relax during this quarantine, by all means, please continue to play Animal Crossing. I've been enjoying the creations, some of the stories. Now, the game's not for me, and no case of FOMO isn't going to hit me. I'm not missing out on anything because this isn't my type of game. But I do appreciate the creations and the interaction with people. I honestly think I love it, and I like to watch the videos, but I do not like to play the game. I'm just happy that this game came out, and it's selling so much. And everybody was just wondering if Nintendo can still do it. This has been a lackluster year for Nintendo, with rumors here, rumors there. But Animal Crossing, they did it. They did it. So, yeah, let's move on to a very funny story. This is coming to you from IGN, written by George Alaman. And it's very funny. The headline says, Call of Duty Warzone cheaters are being matched up together as punishment. And this is kind of like back in the 360 days when Call of Duty was really at its popularity, like really reached its peak, because Call of Duty has been on that ship since the 360 PS3 era. But I remember in my late 20s, early 30s, no, excuse me, my late teens, early 20s, I used to play so much Call of Duty, and I used to get right online, and you would see sometimes in the lobby with people's in their names that they had modded controllers. In their names, buttons would pop up. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. And somebody said, yeah, nah, they have a modded controller. And I wasn't. And I said, let me back out of that lobby. So now, in this day and age, people are playing Warzone and they ain't getting away with it. And here's what the article says. Players who are suspected of cheating in Call of Duty Warzone will now be forced into the same matches as punishment. The news was revealed by Call of Duty Modern Warfare developer Infinity Ward on Twitter, which gave fans an update about its plan for fixing the influx of cheaters into the game's battle royal mode, Warzone. And so now here's what the tweet says. Starting this week, players in Warzone and Modern Warfare who report suspected cheaters will receive confirmation in-game when a player is banned. Additional measures, deployed additional dedicated security updates, updated matchmaking to match suspected cheaters together, increased resources across back-end tech, studio, and enforcement teams. Coming soon, report a player functionality to kill cam in spectate mode. Wow. Infinity Ward is putting features in the game so that you can snitch. So that's actually probably why I stopped playing Call of Duty. It was getting too cheesy, a little bit too. This was years ago. I haven't played Call of Duty in a while. I did play Black Ops 3 when it was free on the PS4 about a year or so ago, but I only played it very briefly. And I actually might finally pick up Modern Warfare, not the remake, not the remaster, because before I didn't really have anybody to play with, so there was no inspiration. But I do have a cousin who would like to play with me, and he plays every day when he gets home from work. That's because he doesn't have any kids or anything. But so I think I'm definitely gonna pick up Modern Warfare, probably play with my cousin, see if I still got the skill. Because time and time again, I definitely still cut on some Titanfall, and I think I still got it. And let's see where I fare with Infinity Ward's Modern Warfare remake. Moving on to the next story. Now, this might be depending on who you ask. Me, it is. I'm not a fan of the original Seiken Densetsu, but I've never played any of the Mana games. But Trials of Mana definitely had my attention because this is the era of remakes. We got Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, we got Final Fantasy 7 remake, and now we have Trials of Mana. And unfortunately, Trials of Mana isn't as big a deal as Final Fantasy 7 remake. On the PS4, it sits on Metacritic at 78, and on the Nintendo Switch, it sits down 2 points below that at a 76. So a lot of people are saying that they're having performance issues, and that remains to be said. That's to be said with some of these games. It was a remake, and they said a lot of it still has this early 90s gaming tropes with useless NPCs. They're just there just to fill the area. And yeah, I'm not a big fan of that in JRPGs, but I actually want this game because I like action JRPGs. I'm a fan of the Tales of series, and so Trials of Mana gave me, some good vibes from it. I played some of the demo on the Nintendo Switch. I really couldn't get into it, but it's still interesting. It's very bright. It's very colorful, and I'm looking at the combat. It still seems to lack a certain oomph that I'm used to because I'm playing Final Fantasy 7 remake right now, and Cloud he's swinging around a 6-foot, 7-foot sword, and it doesn't get more oomph than that. But what I'm planning on doing is probably copping Trials of Mana when it goes on a bit of a sale for the Nintendo Switch, because that's a JRPG, and I would like to travel around, when God decides it's time to open the world back up. But I would like to travel around with this game. And actually, I might actually save this game for when the quarantine is over. So I have something to play on my commute to work, on my travels, anything. I got some plans coming up, so I think I'm going to need a perfectly long traveling game, and I'm very excited. I'm hoping that over the next week or so, Trials of Mana's Metacritic score goes up. But overall, IGN gave it an 8. People said the game is good, even though it has issues. And I'm with that. I can take that. I'm just not paying $50 for a game where we're getting $60 perfect games, pretty much. Persona 5 Royal, Final Fantasy 7 Remake, I'm looking at you. Those are some great, great games. Moving on to the next story. Xbox, just this week, they copyrighted a whole new logo. And I can't even explain what this logo is. A black and white logo or a white on black logo. And it's an X, and then where the other X, when you make an X right around there where it's faded. And I'm not good at explaining it because I'm not good at fonts. This isn't my thing. But the logo seems adjustable to where, you see, we've been thinking that there was going to be an Xbox Series S along the X, or Xbox Series SE, something like that. And this logo looks like it can be easily manipulated to alter it to fit those consoles. And I'm not making much of it right now, but it's okay. And I'll see what happens when it's on the case, if this is the real thing. Well, we'll see what happens when it's on the case and see where this goes. Speaking of Xbox, and speaking of the mascot of Xbox, my boy Master Chief, some details leaked on Halo Infinite. It says, leaked details, story, details, and campaign length. This coming from Gaming Rant, written to you by Daniel Park. It says, a leaker claims to know exclusive details about Halo Infinite's campaign and reveals the elements from past games that will return. Halo Infinite has a lot of expectations riding on its release. As an Xbox Series X launch title, it's expected to show what the console can do. The game also needs to resolve Halo 5 Guardian's year-long cliffhanger after 343 Industries confirmed that Infinite would continue the story. I don't know if I want that happening. Details about plot or gameplay remain elusive. Okay. So once again, in my late teens, early 20s, I was also a Halo fan. Bigger Halo fan than I was a Call of Duty fan, because I had friends and I grew up playing Halo with my friends. I remember, I definitely played Halo Combat Evolved. I remember my friend Anthony coming to the house and I was like, yo, what is this? What is this? And then I just stuck with Halo from that. And I do believe Halo 2 was my favorite. Just right in the beginning when you're in a Mozambique, I believe it is, in Africa, and you fight those 2 to 3 hunters, depending on the difficulty. That's right in the beginning. It's like within the first 2 to 3 hours of the game. And I love Halo. And then when we got Halo 5, I was just like, yeah, this gameplay is where it's at. But this story, nah, it's a no for me, dog. I wasn't feeling it. Locke was cool. I'm a fan of Michael Coulter, Luke Cage, but he didn't save it because the writing was just, why is Master Chief a kind of villain now? This man didn't save the galaxy. And then I understand that they relied too much on their lore. They had a movie, they had books and stuff like that. And there's certain parts of the game that you didn't understand, even as a Halo fan, unless you read the book or you saw the movie that was attached to it. And nah. I'm excited for Halo Infinite. I really do believe that it's going to a grander scale. It's gonna go somewhere big. And if you're gonna continue this story, I'm not saying don't put some of these characters in this game, but make a better story. Okay, I'm a Halo fan. I've loved Halo coming up. That's really what really got me into first-person shooters. I loved Doom back in the day. I love all of these games. But Halo gave me a certain feel for first-person shooters that I haven't really felt. I'm lying. I played Destiny. And Bungie knows how to make a first-person shooter. And I definitely get on a chance to play Call of Duty sometimes. Bulletstorm. That's neither here nor there. Halo was one of the elite quality first-person shooters, and I want that. I don't know what they're going to do with it. Maybe we're going to have a game where it's a central hub. I don't know. Maybe open the world up, make it more interesting. Halo is known for its replayability, honestly. You can play a lot of these missions over and over. Plus, you can put some of the skulls on there. I love getting headshots on the grunts because every time you get a headshot, you hear the yay! And it's hilarious when the confetti pops. I love Halo. I just hope that they really, really do it right this time and give us something new. Please don't give us the same old thing. And yeah, lads and ladettes, I thank you for being patient with me these last 2 days. I thank you for joining me. I thank you for coming in for this bit of a longer than usual video. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of all of these stories. Trials of Mana on a Metacritic scale, 76 and 78. And the new Xbox logo, what do you think about that? What do you think they're going to do with that? Let me know down in the comments below. Oh, and what do you think about these Call of Duty cheaters? Yeah, I know we all agree that they suck, but what do you think about how Activision and Infinity Ward is handling it? I think it's quite hilarious. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of everything. Please like, and if you don't like it, dislike it. Please share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when a brother is posting. Lads and ladders, thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Please stay home, stay safe, and play games. This video is finito.